Hello everyone, my name is Saurabh Kumar and you all are watching the Connaissance channel. Today's video. Today's video is very much close to my heart. Although the all videos that I make related to defense equipment or the aircraft that the defense system of India have, whether it is of Indian Air Force, Indian Army or Indian Navy, those all videos are close to my heart. But today's video is the dearest of all my videos. So this video consists of the courageous, fearless, valiant, intrepid, lion-hearted, daring. I can continue with the words, but they will not stop coming out from me about this glorious, illustrious, celebrated elite force that is Indian Para SF, that is also known as Para Special Forces of Indian Army. So in this video I am going to tell you some specifications about the Indian Para SF, how it started and all the important information about it. And before starting, if you are not subscribed this channel, subscribe it and hit the bell icon to get interesting notifications like this to you as soon as I upload the video. So let's get started. Para Special Forces, also known as ParaSEF, is the Special Operations Unit of the Indian Army. It is attached to the Parachute Regiment. I will get you some information about this. What is Parachute Regiment? For the time being, you just remember that the ParaSF forces are the part of a Parachute Regiment of Indian Army. The unit specializes in various roles including hostage rescue, counter-terrorism, unconventional warfare, special reconnaissance, foreign internal defense, counter-proliferation, counter-insurgency, seek and destroy, and personnel recovery. The unit's heritage stems from World War I. The roots of the ParaSEF goes back to the World War II with the creation of 50th Parachute Brigade in October 1941. 9 ParaSEF raised in 1966 as 9th Parachute Commando Battalion as a part of Parachute Regiment and is the oldest among the 9 ParaSEF units of Indian Army. So talking about some history, the parachute units of Indian Army are among the oldest airborne units in the world. The 50th Indian Parachute Brigade was formed on 27 October 1941, comprising the British 151st Parachute Battalion, the British Indian Army, the 152nd Indian Parachute Battalion, and 153rd Gorkha Parachute Battalion. The Parachute Regiment was formed from these and several other units in 1952. On April 1952, these battalions serving with the Parachute Brigade were removed from their respective infantry regiment to form the Parachute Regiment. So now it's time to tell you the difference between a Para Special Force and a Para Regiment. The Para Regiment consists of paratroopers. Paratroopers are the airborne unit of Indian Army, means they are soldiers that can be dropped to a particular area for the defense action to a particular area by the help of helicopters or with the help of planes, carrier planes. They can be dropped to the enemy territory and there they do their work and then scoot. They are called the paratroopers. And the Para Special Forces are the commando unit they comprise of. So the paratroopers are just the soldiers that can be airdropped to the territory to do their jobs, whereas the Para Special Forces are the special forces, are the commando unit of the Indian Army, which are a part of the regiment of Parachute Regiment, of which the paratroopers are also a part of. The Parachute Regiment consists of 1st Battalion ParaSEF Forces, 2nd Battalion Para-SF Forces, 3rd Battalion Para-SF Forces, 4th Battalion Para-SF Forces, whereas 9th Battalion, 10th Battalion, 11th Battalion, 12th Battalion and 21st Battalion are also provided to the Special Forces, whereas 5th, 6th, 7th, 23rd, 29th, 31st, 106th Infantry Battalion and 116th Infantry Battalion are also a part of Parachute Regiment. So these all battalions come under the Parachute Regiment and are called as paratroopers. Now talking about some specific points at which the Indian Para-SF forces have proved their valor. In 1971 Indo-Pakistan War, Para-SF, 2nd Para-SF were given the battle honor of Pongli Bridge and the theatre honor Dhaka. So at that time, the Para-SF forces proved their valor. And the other operations were Operation Blue Star in 1984, in which the Para-SFs were involved in Operation Blue Star. They were charged to lead an attack on the holy site of the Sikh religion, the Golden Temple, to evict Sikh militants in Punjab. Sri Lanka in 1987, Operation Cactus in 1988 in Maldives, 1999 Kargil War, Operation Kukri in 2000 year, Operation Summer Storm in 2009, and the ongoing counterinsurgency operations in Kashmir and in northeastern India that is still going on at the borders of the India. In 2015, counterinsurgency operation in Myanmar, cross LOC surgical strikes in 2016 in Pakistan territory, Indo-China border tensions in Para-SF reportedly conducted reconnaissance against Chinese military posts near the Pangong Tso during 2020 China-India skirmishes. They participated alongside the Special Frontier Force in occupying dominating positions of Blacktop, Gurung Hill, Helmet and various other peaks and ridges on the southern bank of Pangong Tso west of the Kailas range in August 2020. Talking about this Para-SF Forces organization, the Parachute Regiment presently has 9 special forces, 5 airborne, 2 territorial army and 1 counter-insurgency battalion in its fold that I have told earlier. Para-SF operates in assault teams which work individually behind enemy lines, whereas the paratroopers airborne work in large teams and coordinate with other units as their role involves occupying large area behind enemy lines. So this one is also a difference between a Para-SF and paratroopers, that is airborne unit. The special group special force unit of the research and analysis wing recruits soldiers from Para-SF and other special force units of the armed forces. Currently the Para-SF forces consist of 9 battalions, as I have told earlier: 1 para, 2 para, 3 para, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 21. Functions of the Para-SF is intelligence collection and special reconnaissance, sabotage of vital enemy infrastructure and communications through deep penetration and surgical strikes behind enemy lines, covert and overt direction action, special operations as part of Indian Army's counter-terrorist and counter-insurgency operations, hostage rescue operations within the beyond Indian territory. First, selection process. All Indian paratroopers are volunteers. All Indian paratroopers are volunteers. Some enter the regiment fresh from recruitment while others transfer in from regular units. They are put through a probationary period or selection process of 3 months for paratroopers airborne battalions that comprise of 5, 6, 7, 23 and 29, and 6 months for para special forces battalions 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 21 para. So if a personnel want to go to paratrooper battalion, they have to go a probationary period that is decided by the recruiters, so of about 3-month process. so they can after that they can get into a paratroopers battalion. But if they want to get a para special force badge, they have to invest their next 6 months of training, and if they prove themselves, they will be able to become the para special force member. There are 9 para battalions and soldiers are selected accordingly. An example of this would be the 10th Para SF, who are known as Desert Scorpions. The probation period for this is 6 months and probationers are selected accordingly for desert warfare. The 9 Para who specialize in mountain warfare go through a 9-month course at the Special Force Training Center in Nahan, Himachal Pradesh, which is followed by further specialization selection. One para specializes in mountain warfare. This concept of geographical specialization was over time reduced, and each para battalion is trained to operate in various different terrains and climates. The soldiers of Indian Army volunteer for the course irrespective of the rank. Depending on the battalion, the probation period varies from 3 months, 6 months or 9 months, with additional time for specialized skills selection. Over the probation period, all soldiers are stripped of their ranks, including officers, and are known as probation or provies. During any day of the course, the probation can opt to leave the course. There are 4 phases to become a para SF: basic military training, pre-selection, selection, and advanced SF training. All those who opt for para SF must qualify for para air. Although this is also a training phase, it is still part of selection process. Here the soldiers undertake different kind of training with various organizations overseen by the Parachute Regiment Training Center and the Special Forces Training School. Training includes weapon handling training, land navigation and field craft training, infiltration, assault and ambush tactics, close quarter battle CQB training, urban warfare, counterterrorism, unarmed combat training, and various other courses across training centers of the Indian Defence Forces. Now talking about the training center and courses: Commando Training Camp, Behelgam, Karnataka, 4-week high altitude commando course, Parvat Ghatak School in Tawang, Arunachal Pradesh, combat free fall training, HEHO and HALO at the Parachute Training School, Agra. Now there will be a question in your mind that what is this HEHO and HALO? So I may clear your doubt that HEHO stands for High Altitude High Opening and HALO stands for High Altitude Low Opening. These both are methods of delivering military personnel or military equipment and other military supplies from transport aircraft at a high altitude via free fall parachute insertion. In HALO technique, the parachutes or parachutist open the parachute at a low altitude after free falling for a period of time, while in HEHO technique, the parachutist open the parachute at a high altitude just a few seconds after jump from the aircraft. So HALO, high altitude low opening technique, is used to drop supplies, airdrop supplies, equipment and personnel at high altitude where aircraft can fly above surface to air missile engagement levels through enemy skies without posing a threat to the transport or load. Means where the aircraft can go to the enemy territory without the fear of the SAM, surface to air missiles of the enemy. At that point of time, if the intrusion of the deployment of the troops is to be done, then the HALO technique is being done, in which the parachutist opens the parachute after a certain level of free fall or certain miles of free fall. After that, he or she opens his or her parachute. But this is not the case with the HALO, that is stands for high altitude high opening technique. In this technique is used to drop air personnel at high altitude when aircraft are unable to fly above the enemy skies without posing a threat to the jumpers, means in which the aircraft cannot go to the enemy territory or is not allowed to go to enemy territory. At that point of time, the personals or these paratroopers or para-SF personals are being dropped, and they open their parachute at high altitude only so that they can get more flight time and they can fly to the desired location, get their job done, and then scoot from that position or that place. So this is the major difference between a HAHO and HALO technique. So our PASF forces are always participating in the international competitions like Airborne Africa, Cambrian Patrol. These exercises was designed to test the endurance, combat efficiency and combat readiness of the special forces community. The regiment has a record of highest tally wins in both these exercises that is hosted annually over since their participation was introduced in the competition hosted by Botswana in Africa, Kalahari Desert from 8 to 10 June 2002, in which 10 para-SF have participated. Para-SF special forces from other nations like Special Air Service of the UK and the Green Berets of the US also participated. In 2014, a team from Indian Army won the gold medal out of the 140 team that participated in Cambrian Patrol competition held in the UK. Also, you will be surprised and you will be glad to know that Para-SF of Indian Army has provided training to special forces from Afghanistan and Tajikistan. In December 2013, 60 Afghan special forces were trained by the 10th Para-SF at the Thar Desert. A month earlier, the Tajikistan special forces had undergone training. So our special forces also give training to the other nations' special forces. So this is a very proud and valorous moment for all the Indians. So with this note, I end this video. Thank you for listening and watching.